Welcome back, everybody. On today's episode, we're going to be replacing this wiring harness on a 91 Warrior with one of the cheap Amazon eBay ones. This one came from Javik Power Sports. I bought it off of Amazon. It is made in China. I saw the ones on eBay, and they were being sold by Caltrick, which I know to be a California kind of aftermarket part company. They make cheap stuff. I use a lot of their brake pads just because of how cheap they are. A cheap harness. This was like 37 bucks. So yeah, the reason why we're replacing it, this is an old farm quad. And well, as you can see, they did just about anything they needed to keep it running, which I don't blame them. You know, if it's your quad, you know, do what you need to do. But, you know, like that stator harness is all cut up too. So I'll have to clean that up as well, as it's attached down here and those wires are broke. Other than that, this is the key, which isn't that bad because it unplugs now that I'm looking at it, but it's got a lot of twist ties all in there, just in pretty poor shape. And you know, a few years ago when I was building that bike, I had to wait till I got a good harness off of a parts bike because these weren't around. So there's the OE. Well, I guess that's their part number, and I believe it's the same number as the OE one. It was made in May of 22. But I'm going to get it out and take a look at it here and give you guys kind of my honest opinion on it. It does come in a fancy Ziploc bag. It was obviously in another bag for packaging and came in a ginormous box because Amazon things. But, you know, my first thoughts on it, I don't care for these clear kind of protectors from the factory. They're more color coded. Well, I guess that's kind of clear, but it just kind of looks cheap having these clear ones on here. I wish they would have put like a green one, an orange one, a black one, that sort of thing, but not that big of a deal. Other than that, the connectors look really nice. So it'll go like that there. Other than that, it looks good. It's not a bunch of electrical tape. It looks like it's a very large heat shrink. And then it has some corrugated wire loom. Looks pretty good. So I'm going to rip off the old one and hopefully remember where it all goes. So starting up here color-wise, it looks like they got the colors right. Other than this one, it's a green with a blue tracer, and that's a green with a black tracer. Not really that big of a deal. I'm sure you can still figure it out if you were looking. Black with yellow. Getting everything in the right spot. They got pretty close with that extension part there. I think that's for headlights. They got pretty close there. That's for your reverse lever. They put the wrong end on it. Let me make sure I'm not... No, I told you wrong. Disregard. They still might have, but not the right spot. Yeah, no. This is your reverse lever. It needed that end. Nope, misspoke again. Because that plugs in there. Alright, never mind. Flipping it over to the other side. Lengthwise, it looks like they got a little short on where the CDI hooks up to. Not that big of a deal. It looks like they gave extra slack though for I believe it is the neutral safety switch that's behind the sprocket there, but it does take a 45. They put a straight on it, it might still work. Just a small difference there. Plenty of length for the tail light, which is good. All in all, it looks pretty solid. A little bit different spot for those, but that's all right. So all in all, they did a pretty good job matching it. So let me get this one threaded through and hooking some stuff up here. Just matching colors at this point. And it seems like there's only one way to plug most of these in. This is the one that goes behind the sprocket here. Yep, it's that guy right there, which is right behind your sprocket cover and such. And the OE will be a 45. This one's a straight. Still went on. I'd assume those two go together. Might have to rob me an end off of something. I got two extra guys. I would assume that's the tail light. That one needs a power wire, which this is power. Nope, this is ground. I knew that. And this is what was in its place. Maybe it has a fuse from the factory, and that's kind of what they replaced it with. Not sure. I believe those two go together, and I'm not sure where these guys go. But I am missing the tail light. That should be about it. Okay, and that's just the key, which I don't have a actual one for this yet, so I'm gonna use that one they so graciously provided me with. So other than that, I mean, it went together really nice. Those are all to the headlight, which this one doesn't have one yet. All in all, I mean, it all went together really nice. All the plugins fit perfectly. You know, I didn't have to foursome other than the original ones being dirty. I have some extra ones here that were all tied together. And I would assume one of these are tail light. And I'm not quite sure where that one goes, but they got them tied together. So I guess I'll see if it's important. If not, I got a manual that I can look at and hope for the best. So let me throw a battery on this thing and see if we fire up. Alright, so looking at the old schematic here. It's the same for 1990 to 1996. This is just a Climber Warrior manual here. It has a starting circuit cutoff relay and then a neutral switch relay. So the one with the yellow wire here is the starting circuit, and then the blues are the neutral switch relay. This one blue wire here is to the tail light, along with this ground, which is right. So it goes from the dimmer switch down, then over, and then that ground right there. So that's what I got. So I'm gonna go dig through my parts bin, I guess, and see if I got some relays. All right, we're a little while later here, but got those two relays in there, and had to do some wire tracking down. No fault of the wiring harness, so that was just on me. As you can see, I have a makeshift battery in here. So yeah, reverse light came on right away. Oh, I also have a key. I didn't have one last time. So I actually got these backwards, and how you fix that is you pull the light bulb out of the reverse, put it in the neutral, vice versa. So that's all on, and I don't have gas, obviously. So cranks over, and as you can hear that it is wanting to fire up, so it's getting spark. You know, all in all, guys, I like the wiring harness. For the price, 36 bucks. I even made sure that the headlight worked, and it does. For 36 bucks, I think it's well worth it, especially if yours is trashed, you know, cut up, you know, what have you. This one did really well. This is the 1990 to 1996 harness. That, yeah, I'd recommend it. You know, obviously long term, I don't know, but it's just wires. As long as you don't have a high voltage spike, that stator or voltage regulator doesn't crap out and all of a sudden you're putting like 16 volts through it, you should be fine. You know, the most that these bikes ever see is, you know, 13.6 or so. That's all it really wants to put out. That's all it needs to charge. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you checking it out. I hope that this video helps you determine if you want to buy one of those harnesses off of eBay or Amazon. I would do it again, to be quite honest with you. So again, this is going to do it for this video. Appreciate you tuning in. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe if you like the content. I got a lot going on, so if you like what I'm doing, I try to help people out with my knowledge or their lack of. So always remember, guys, keep between the ditches unless that's where you intend to go. Catch you on the next one.